Hello friends, welcome to this week's episode of Hump Day Home Tips with your homegirl Amanda. I'm Amanda Eubanks with the Eubanks Home Group and Professional Realty Services, and today we're talking about 4 reasons why a seller may not have chosen the offer with the highest price. Okay, so we have a crazy seller's market right now. Our inventory is super low, and what that means is buyers are competing against other buyers to win the bid on the home that they love. So for sellers, that means they have options. When offers come in, they get to go down all the nitty-gritty details and decide which one suits them best. So here's a few reasons why your offer may have been rejected, or things to keep in mind if you're a seller for when the offers do come in on which one is best for you. The first one is, if you are making an offer, you may get outbid by somebody, and it couldn't be price, but if they're paying all cash and you're financing, that can be a huge difference to a seller, because you're not going to have these financing pitfalls like, did the appraisal come in low? Is there repairs that the lender is going to require? Things like that. With an all cash offer, it's a lot cleaner transaction for people, and sellers would love that. Next, we're going to talk about the timing of things in your offer. So one of these things is the close date. What you want to make sure you're doing is finding out what's important to the seller. If the seller needs a quick close, you want to include that in your offer. That could be the difference of you winning and losing when you're going against multiple people. Another thing that may make it to where your offer gets rejected is that you have too many contingencies in your offer. A lot of times, of course, we're going to have your inspection contingency. There's going to be financing contingencies. Maybe you have to sell your home before you can buy the next. If there are offers that are waiving these contingencies, that can be very appealing to a seller. And that could be the tipping side of why the seller may have chosen your offer or not, no matter what price it is. And the last thing that I'm going to say is that the other thing that some sellers really like is being able to hear from the buyer why they love their home. At the same time, you have to be very careful as a buyer and a seller, because this could violate fair housing laws. So if you are a buyer who's writing a love letter to a seller, make sure that you're not putting too many details in your letter about you, and focus on the home rather than about you and your lifestyle. That way it kind of keeps everybody risk-free and liability-free. So while it's true that you want to have a very competitive offer, remember that it's not always about the price. The higher your price, the better you're going to do when you are competing against other offers, but there's a lot of other details that go into your offer rather than just the dollar amounts, and keeping that in mind and having patience is going to be key. If you guys want more tips and tricks on how to make your offer stand out the most, I have a complete worksheet about it, and I would love to share it with you as you move forward through this crazy seller market. Thanks again for tuning into this week's episode of Hump Day Home Tips. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week. Happy Hump Day!